Everybody, welcome back to another tutorial with your casual keyboard guy. Today's lesson is gonna be on a song titled "My Father Was Is" by Fred Hammond. This song is being sponsored by Ronnie. Thank you for the donation, my friend. Sorry for the delay. I've been super busy, but we're gonna get into this lesson today. Let me see. Well, without further ado, I'm gonna play through a little bit. Then I'll break it down. Let's get it. That's the first verse. Bridge. Same thing again. Something like that. All right, so that's roughly what it is, guys. So let's get into it. So essentially, this song starts off with the melody. All right, so that's gonna be an A, B, C. All right, and we gonna hit this A and C in the left hand, or you could do the full 4 A minor chord. It's basically an A minor chord, but we're gonna play the melody like this. So the melody is right here. Okay. So let's go A, B. Then we're going to hit the A and the bass and the C and the E in the right. I'm sorry, the A and the C in the right. Then we're going to hit the C. After the A and C, we're going to hit the E melody. So watch this. All right, so let's hit that. So E melody, and then we're going to do this F major triad. What I'm doing is I'm flicking from the G to the A, like that. All right, so I'm just putting the chord right here, then coming to the A. So that's gonna be F A C with an F in the bass, and all I'm doing is, like I said, I'm taking that G and coming up to the A. So just that's how it looks slow, but it's just like you pushing these 3 notes down and coming up to this note. All right. And then we're going to have the same right hand chord with G in the bass. It's going to be a quick passing chord, G non-sus4. Okay, so it's going to be the same F triad with just the G in the bass. And then we're going to end on the C triad. Then you could just walk it up. You can that's just doing the same chord up the octave. So here we go. All right, C triad, C, E, G with a C in the bass. Okay, so that's the intro. So then now we into the song, and then we on the same chord, that same C. Who was there when I was alone? All right, so that's gonna be C triad with C in the bass. You're gonna go to a D minor. So you're gonna have A, D, F with a D in the bass. All right, real simple. And then we're gonna go back to the C, but this time over E. So C, E, G with E in the bass. So who was there when I was alone? All right. So C, D minor, E, C over E. And then we're gonna go. So it's gonna be F right here. So you're gonna have an F in the bass. Then you're gonna have C, F, A in the right. Okay, and then you're gonna come back to the E over the C over E. All right, so da dun da dun da. I'm sorry, da dun dun. How did I show you? I didn't do it like that, did I? What did I do? There we go. Da dun da dun da dun 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 dun. See that? Da dun 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 dun. And then who was dead and dead and dead and dead. Alright, so that little walk down is gonna be. You can do that pickup if you want. It's gonna be C, D, and then we're gonna be on the same C chord. Okay, and then this next chord is real nice. It's gonna be like a chordal chord, or like it's saying the G major add 2 over B, but it's so it's like really a chordal chord they call it, where you put two fourths together, fourth. So you got an A and a D, then a D to the G, so that's 2/4. Like see fourth right here, two perfect fourths together, A perfect fourth and D perfect fourth makes this chord. Okay, sound real pretty. So anyway, so it's a nice way to play this chord. So essentially, it's what that chord is. You usually hear it as like a G over B. So like a G triad over B, but it's a fancier way to play that G over B. So real pretty. All right, so you could pretty much do that on any chord. How we just did that C over E like that. You could pretty much do that same idea. So if you go back, watch this. So we got it like that. So if you want to do that C over E, with the way you build this chord is you from whatever the bass note is, you go a whole step down. So the whole step down from B is to A. So you do an A, and then you do a fourth up to D, and then a fourth from D to G. So let's try it on the C. Remember we did this C over E. So let's try it like that. So now we go a whole step down, which is the D. We go a fourth up to G, and then now fourth up from G to C. That pretty? So let me show you. Oh, I'm sorry. So it don't sound too bad. It don't sound too bad. Okay. So that's another lesson. So if you playing a G over B chord or any type of chord like this, you can do a step down from the bass and do fourths. Give you a nicer chord. So on this chord, step down. So it no matter what note you do, if you did it on this C sharp, you know what I mean? So whatever the bass note is, you You know what I mean? So that's a quick lesson. I kind of got off track a little bit. Maybe let's do it again. Who was there? We're here. Who was there? All right, so that's going to be C, and then we're going to go down to that chord I just showed you, which is a B with an A, D, and G. Okay? It's a walk down. Then we're going to have an A over F. All right? So you got A in the bass, F, A, C. And then you're going to have a regular G triad, G, B, D with G in the bass. And then we're going to do a D over F sharp. Okay, that's going to be F sharp in the bass, then F sharp, A, D in the right. So let's do that again. C, triad, with the pickup, C, D, and then this G major chord, add 2 over B. Okay, then we got this F over A, then we got a G triad, then we got a D over F sharp. Okay, and the next chord is going to be like an F minor 6, or you could say a diminished, you could say a D diminished over F too. So you got so if I add that C, it makes it the F minor 6, but you're not playing that C. You could put the C in there. You could do that. Okay, let's just do it like that because it'd be okay. So it'd be F in the bass. You got F in the right, A flat, C, and D. Okay, real pretty. So, oh, sorry. Where am I at? Why am I doing that? Had a brain fart. Oh, I got it. There we go. All right, one more time. Okay. And then he does the C over E again. So what that is just C over E, then F triad, which you got the F, the C, F, A, and then back to the C over E. Remember I said a lot of the same chords over and over again because we played that F before too. Okay, so never missed again. Something he's saying. Okay. So you got C over E to F, then back to C over E, and then you got real pretty, y'all. So that part is gonna be alright, that's gonna be an F major 7. So you got F in the bass, you got F, A, C, E. So da 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 da. And this is a real nice chord. E major add 2 over F flat. And we kind of been playing these chords already, cause like it's the same exact chord that I just showed you before. Remember I was saying that whatever bass note you go down a whole step, and then you got the fourth right here. So you be like, yo, what's all these new chords they playing? But yo, it's the same. People be using the same chords. It's just how they play something, which makes them pretty. All right. So here we go. That's that same chord we did off of here. Same chord. The same chord. All right. Anyway, I'm just trying to get y'all to try to connect with the music because I love teaching and everything. But a lot of times, some of these songs, once you start taking some of my lessons, you should be able to pick some of these up on your own so that you can, start progressing your ear. You know what I mean? Your own piano knowledge. Anyway, here we go. And then we're going to go to Yes, My Father Was. So what that is going to be A minor. So you could do A in the bass. You got A, C, E. And that's yes. Yes. And then yes, my Father. And that's going to be D minor. So you got D in the bass, F, A, C. D minor 7. So yes, my father, D minor 7, and then you're gonna have that same F in the right hand, same F triad, and go over G, like the beginning. There was. So F over G, C. So dun, 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 and I think they roll that chord up, so it's the same chord: F sharp, B, E. Over A flat, F sharp, B, E, then F sharp, B, E. Just keep rolling it up over A flat. Okay. I don't know if I told you that chord, but even if I don't explain, the chord is right on the screen, guys. The notes and the light up notes and the actual names of the notes. Okay. Okay. And then we got the yes, my father was. Okay. The only other part is the bridge. The bridge, it does a walk up like, so it's gonna be a C, D, E, F, and it's like a C major scale. So when we get to that G, we hit that same chord that we already learned, that G major add to. So we got the C, D, E, F. Okay, that's the first chord in the little bridge. After the C scale walk up. Got that chord, and then a new chord is going to be a G over F. Real pretty. So you got an F in the bass, you got a G, B, D. Okay, real simple. And then we're going to do that C over E again. Alright. So, after the C over D, C over E, then you're going to do the D minor. So I showed you this chord. So you got A, D, F. Summarizes a lot of the same chords. Then you got the C triad. A, D, F over D. Then you got the C triad. And then we're going to be back on this chord. So watch this. And then you got. So that's a real basic way to play. I can give you a little bit, better chords, but let me see. And repeat it. All right. So nicer chords you could play off of that D and then C before you get back to that B chord. You could do like I think it did something like real pretty. So that's how it would sound. So it's doing like a F octave, so F C D. F C F, right? And then watch this. You're gonna do an E B E for the C. So watch this. So it's really like a minor 7 almost, but it's just spread out. And it's a C major 7 spread out. So essentially it'd be like that's what the chords sound like. But look when you open them up, how much prettier they sound. So pretty, right? So watch this. Isn't that pretty? You do it down an octave too. All right, so you could do that over the C and the D before you get back to this chord. So you could do a regular. You could put the fancy chords. All right, and then on the second time they go this B minor 7 with a 4. So you got B in the bass, you got A, D, E. All right. B in the bass, A, D, E. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do E in the bass. Then you got A flat and the E. It's like an E major. Third, let's do the 7. So let's just do the D, E. And then you got the A flat. So A flat, D, E. Real pretty chord. Very basic, but impactful. And then we're going to do the A minor 7. So got A in the bass, C, E, G. Okay. And then the other next chord is real pretty too. Real pretty. So it's like a B minor over D. And I'm just flicking off of the A to the B. Okay. So it's a D with a F sharp, a B, and a D. And I'm flicking off of this note. Like that. Alright. And then we just got F major 7 over G. A G non-sus 4 or a G13 sus. Alright. And they do some little riff like something like that. And then we back into the song. So let me play that whole part. Regular way. Okay. I'm gonna do the little fancier way. And then remember. Okay. And then we back into the song. The same exact thing we already learned. They kind of do this little walk down with that. That's real nice. And they just start on that C. They go chromatically down till they get to that A flat. And it's just that same chord. That same chord we already learned, but they just do a little fancy with that. Okay, so if you want to do that, start from the C, chromatic down, and we hit that A flat, put the whole chord in there. Might be a little hard to do that, but that's what they do. And then, the same thing. And then now this time, what they do is, my Father. They just keep walking down. We already know all these chords. So, same chords that we did. Yeah. Alright. So let me just show you again. So you got C, that G add 2 over B, and then F over A, G. Now this time we go right to the F major. That's the only difference. So to loop it. So you got yes. Oh, sorry. Yes, my Father or Father. Same thing we already did, but this time we just walk it down. Yes, my Father was. Walk it down. Yes, my Father was. And they just end on that C. So it's pretty much the same chords. You know what I mean? Or you could do the A minor too and just walk down, make it easier. You could just do the A minor, then F major 7, and then we got you can go to the G over F to the C, or you could do the D minor to the G over F, or F or G minor, G, what is it, G sus 4, G non sus 4. So you could go That was nice though. My father was. Keep looping it. Yes, my father was. Keep looping it. And then you just end it whenever you want to. Yes, my father. All right, guys, that was a little bit longer than I expected, but I like to give y'all extra stuff. But hope you enjoyed that lesson. You got any questions? Hit your boy up. Casual Keyboard Guy signing off. Peace.